Gan Ying was a Chinese military ambassador who was sent on a mission to Rome in 97 CE by the Chinese general Ban Chao.Although Gan Ying never reached Rome, only traveling to as far as the Western Sea, which either refers to the Black Sea of the Parthian coast of the Persian Gulf. He is, at least in the historical records, the Chinese who went the furthest west during antiquity, and he gathered what information he could. According to the Hou Hanshu, the Chinese history of the later Han Dynasty, in the 9th year, Ban Chao sent his subordinate Gan Ying, who probed as far as the Western Sea, which is either the Persian Gulf or the Black Sea, and then returned. Former generations never reached these regions. The Shanjing gives no details on them. Undoubtedly he prepared a report on their customs and investigated the precious and unusual. Quote, in the 9th Yongyuan year, during the reign of the emperor He, Protector General Ban Chao sent Gan Ying to Darqin. He reached Tiaojin Siban next to a large sea. He wanted to cross it, but the sailors of the western frontier of Anxi said to him, "The ocean is huge. Those making the round trip can do it in 3 months if the winds are favorable. However, if you encounter winds that delay you, it can take 2 years. That is why all the men who go by sea take stores for 3 years. The vast ocean urges men to think of the country and get homesick, and some of them die." When Ying heard this, he discontinued. The Hou Hanshu also recorded territory extends for several thousands of li. It has more than 400 walled towns. There are several tens of smaller dependent kingdoms. The walls of the towns are made of stone. They have established postal relays at intervals, which are all plastered and whitewashed. There are pines and cypresses, as well as trees and plants of all kinds. Gan Ying also gave the following somewhat fanciful description of Roman customs and natural products, undoubtedly based on what he was told by sailors in Persian Gulf ports. Their kings are not permanent. They select and appoint the most worthy man. If there are unexpected calamities in the kingdom, such as frequent extraordinary winds or rains, he is unceremoniously rejected and replaced. The one who has been dismissed quietly accepts his demotion, and is not angry. The people of this country are all tall and honest. They resemble the people of the Middle Kingdom, and it is why this kingdom is called Darqin. This country produces plenty of gold, silver, rare and precious. They have luminous jade, bright moon pearls, hagy rhinoceroses, coral, yellow amber, opaque glass, whitish chalcedony, red cinnabar, green gemstones, gold thread embroideries, rugs woven with gold thread, delicate polychrome silks painted with gold, and asbestos cloth. They also have a fine cloth which some people say is made from the down of water sheep, but which is made, in fact, for the cocoons of wild silkworms. They blend all sorts of fragrances, and by boiling the juice, make a compound perfume. All the precious and rare things that come from the various foreign kingdoms. They make gold and silver coins. 10 silver coins are worth 1 gold coin. They trade with Anxi and Tianju by sea. The profit margin is 10 to 1. The king of this country always wanted to send envoys to Han, but Anxi, wishing to control the trade in multicolored Chinese silks, blocked the route to prevent getting through. Henry Yule described this account as vague and puerile, but notes that it ended with a detailed description of the Mediterranean coral industry. Gan Ying traveled about the time that the Emperor Nerva adopted Trajan as his successor, but neither of them abdicated for bad omens. The kings, according to him, resemble the sages of legendary Chinese antiquity more than any Roman institution. The silkworms of the Greek island of Kos were cultivated in antiquity, but the product was never comparable to Chinese silk. However, this reference appears to be to the very rare and beautifully golden sea silk, which is also referred to in the 3rd century history. The Vai Lu